EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start on the ground here. It's Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat for the first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And the Rams hit 2-0 here to begin the season. Now off to exactly the start you're hoping for. Nothing for the fan base to complain about, at least not yet.
I like the way that you phrased that. Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a long ways to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way if they stay in that mode throughout the season.
You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Another run with Sanders. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Herbert now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And he's got it. That's caught for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 22. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he's got room. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point, a bit of an adventure, but it does make it through. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Throw left side, complete to Cup. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll be good for 37 yards. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. 7-7, our score after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score tied 7-7.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Miles Sanders, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Complete to Nelson Aguilar. It's a gain of 23 yards.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
While the ultimate result was an incomplete pass, they sure look like a well-coached team because once he got outside of the pocket, the scramble rules come into effect. And a lot of the guys who ran deep routes, they come back closer to the line of scrimmage. And the running back usually runs a check down. He took it deep, and they gave it a big shot and came up unsuccessful.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 92 yards on the ground now for Sanders. He's got a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Left side here to Sanders. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 2nd and 13, Lance being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Lance. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Lance now on first down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now a play fake. Lance. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel. And they'll work this down inside the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 98 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this.
Touchdown 49ers. Nelson Aguilar. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
49ers 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Herbert. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Lance. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
And now they'll throw with Lance. And this is going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Rams force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Now on 2nd and 13. Herbert. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that one complete downfield to Kupp. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch in. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Herbert. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Rams. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Rams will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the 49er first down.
Play action, now it's Lance. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
To throw again on second down. Lance. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But third down coming up. The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Buying time to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Now a carry for Sanders. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 157 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arm.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Lance now to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and the Rams are going to take over at their own 41. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run here with Sanders. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Here's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure on the passer.
Boy, 192 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. Right back to Sanders on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but